You calling from? Good morning. I'm fine. Good morning to you. Yes.
Fine.
He's doing great.
Fine, thank you. This is Pastor. My fine.
You can no longer be free with your wife or your husband to be coming in and causing confusion. It's not allowed. I support whatever you say. Faith, how are you? My name is Ifom.
All right. Thank you so much, Ifoma, for calling. So you don't have any mother-in-law issues, apparently. Thank you so much for calling. Good morning to you. What's your name? Oh, try to make it back, please. Good morning to you. Hello. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info. Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Yeah. Yeah, I can totally hear you.
Good morning, ma'am.
His mother, and what he always tell me is, I think you don't like your peace. And I felt, why will a son talk bad about his mom? I never knew this until when his mom came visiting. After he lost his dad, the mom came and she spent just 40 days for waiting, as what the Yorubas do, they will mourning. 40 days was like 40 years of my life. I tell you, I understand what you're saying. Our mothers, we mothers, really need to do a lot of assignments on ourselves, on our children, as in living.
And the topic of conversation that we're having is parental interference in marriage, particularly those of the mothers-in-law. And we've been taking messages and calls, and I think we'll just continue from that. What's this? Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning. Yeah.
I would like to remain anonymous. I don't want to say my name. I got in a relationship with this person and we had three kids. And when we had issues, although initially it wasn't issues, the sisters gathered and said, you people are not capable to take care of these children. Let's help you. They took one to Lagos, they took one to Enugu. And then the last one I have now, I've not had any. So they took down my child, those my children. The boy was barely 3 years when they took this boy from me. Till now, they don't even let me speak with this boy. I'm already going crazy. When I see people with children, I feel like, what is up?
Hold on, ma. Where did they take your children to? Okay, you know what? You will take my number and call me after the show. You take my number. I would just listen at the end of the show. I would. What's your name? Oh, sorry. Don't worry. Just take my number and then send me a text message. All right.
Thank you so much.
It as well.
Yeah. So let's take 2 more calls and then we can go to WhatsApp. All right. Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, you there? You have to call us back because the feedback was so great.
There's even something I would like to mention.
All right.
There are times, there's a lady who was talking to me at the beginning of the marriage, when they were about to get married. The man told her that I don't want my mother to come to our house. that is his condition. And she was like, why would you? He said that was his condition. But is it your mother? It's my mother. So after they got married, she said, being a Christian woman, how can I? So she started calling the mother behind without, that's the mother-in-law, without the husband knowing. And after some time, when she gave birth, she insisted that the mother-in-law must be the one to come and do Omugwo. That's not her own mother, because she just wanted to. She was seeing if she could mend fences between. Okay, so that was about 2 years ago. Today she's out of the house. Who drove her? That same mother-in-law that came to do Omugwo. Then she left. After some time, the mother-in-law fell ill. They have 3 other children in Lagos who are in houses that are bigger than their own. It was their own house that said, okay, let her come and stay here. I will take care of her because she's sick, it's not good. It was in that illness that the mother beat her up and then called her son that his wife just beat
herself.
Yes, she got back. This woman was stripped naked, as in, because the mother-in-law grabbed her dress, which was very loose. And then, she just couldn't believe that. At times, when you are warned, when a man or a woman tells you that, please, when they warn you, you better listen to and stop this Christian ignorance that you start saying because you're a Christian. Christianity is not a call to foolishness. The Bible says in Proverbs 22:3, a wise man sees trouble from afar and hides himself. When they are warning you of trouble, take heed. Don't say the blood of Jesus will cover you. No, God does not. There's self-inflicted affliction. You are the one that caused the problem yourself because you were warned. And you now start arguing, how can it be? The person has told you that this is my fight, just like me. I said the same thing. And thank God that, she listened. Please, let's move on.
All right, so let's take two more, and then we can go to WhatsApp. My WhatsApp people, I can see your messages. I read them soon. Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from? Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your voice is different this morning.
Very different, though. I'm telling you. Okay. That's all right. You can go ahead with your contribution.
She's fine, thank you. It's fine, thank you. Please go ahead.
Someone that most times I look at people around me. I have this cousin, he's 6 months older than me. As I'm speaking with you, he's not yet married, and I've been so worried about it. But what I realize is that this my cousin has issue on talking to women, and within the time I've came across some ladies that I love so much that I can introduce to anybody I know that is good. But somebody called me yesterday, somebody who is actually close to me. She used to be a relative of my late brother's wife.
All right, please, yeah. Okay. Okay.
She got married to someone I knew his character that she's stingy and all that. But for the very first time after somebody called me, somebody gave her my number and she called me. lost my contact. So she was asking me for a particular person's number. I told her I don't have that person's number. Then when she was complaining bitterly, it was Victor from Victor. Marriage, I'm tired of it. So my question is, my aspect of trying to link people like you, should I do it? Because when you feel that somebody you know is good and at the end of the day,
She doesn't get what she deserves, okay?
so I want you to really advise me on that.
Okay. Do you understand the story?
Yes.
Yeah.
The question.
The question is, what should he do? Because now the lady's tired of the marriage and she's confiding in him, and he feels that he knows.
He already knew things about the guy that he's stingy, and one of the things I've told you is you cannot marry a stingy man. It never ends well. It leaves the partner emotionally vulnerable to others. So how would you blame her? If she's tired, talk to her, listen to what she has to say. She's the owner of her own direction.
Sure.
If she wants to leave, let her leave.
I mean,
And I would not advise another person to take.
Yeah.
I will not lead you into temptation. I will not. So
all right. So this person here on WhatsApp says, "Good morning. Please advise to those that their mother-in-law is not alive, how the husband puts his siblings first before his own wife and home. Also talk on boundaries, privacy for newly couples, families and friends." This person says.
person is just giving me topics, talk about this, talk about that. Okay, be careful, though.
All right. Hi, Fetan Olumide, Iron Man here. Okay, welcome. The issue of women fighting their fellow women is not surprising to me. It's a known fact that 5 men can live together in the same house in harmony. But I can tell you for free that 2 women cannot, I repeat, cannot live together in the same house in peace without friction or hostilities. That's just the way women are wired. I feel triggered. I'm a woman. Come on.
Well, the issue about women is passion, emotion. I don't even want to go there because I think, maybe God knows that is one thing I will not even try to get in their brain. But this issue of mother-in-law, sister-in-law, women interfering in the marriages of, you see an older sister come to the recovered one, the man will be calling his older sister mommy. You say, mommy has come, and I was like, okay, I thought you said your mother is dead. No, that's my oldest, calling her, okay, no problem, maybe a sign of respect. But not only is that a sign of respect, she actually has taken over the role, because whatever she says is what the family must do. There is a case we have, they separated because the mother-in-law said they are going to have 4 children.
Okay.
And the wife said 4 waiting, that she can only have 2. The issue here is mother-in-law now telling you how many children you will birth. So it became a problem. The son could not face the mother-in-law and his mother, and eventually they thought they had to relocate from there, that is from the mainland to the island. They rented a place, and the mother-in-law now came and met an empty house. She called him and said, if she gave them probably a month to relocate back, that she will renew the rent of that old place that they moved out of, and that they must move back. That do they expect her to be crossing Third Mainland Bridge to be coming to the mainland?
Wow.
They moved back.
Wow.
That is the kind of authority. She said she will renew the rent. She paid the rent of that old house, and that is where they must stay. People like that have no business getting married. She would greet and then be looking at the stomach that rope you have taken in, because it's 4 children. Please, let's move on.
Okay, David says, good morning, Sam. I'm a student. Ever since I got to know about your show last year, I have learned a lot. I even tell my friends to listen to you. Thanks for all you do, Sam. God bless you. Please tell people that marrying into a family house is a red flag. Is it a red flag?
It's not a red flag.
Okay.
it is color red.
Crimson red.
That is the color.
Okay, good morning, Barrister, and our host for today. All that Barrister said are perfectly good. I love men who could be in charge of their homes, not that they would ignore their parents and siblings, but they must be wise enough to set boundaries if they want to enjoy the marriage. Let it be known to our parents and in-laws that you have a rule in your home that visitors can't stay in your home more than a stipulated time, and they must give you enough notice prior to their visitation so you could make adequate preparations for the visit. That is why in overs no marriage is broken. Okay, overs you mean abroad, through influences of in-laws, because boundaries are set. Sammy Jackson from Ikorodu, we could do with that one. Okay, let's just go back to the phone lines. Good morning. What's your name? You're welcome to the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, I know your voice. Oh, we'll try to make you back lucky. All right. Hello. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Welcome, Adeshawa. Okay. That's all right.
Yeah, but it's a living. It's just as if you open it.
Wow.
You said living in a family house is color red. Me, I call it color red restaurant too because I lived in a family.
Are you serious?
And when he wanted to remarry, he remarried another woman there again. And that one left him now again. Hey, please, I have one question.
Okay.
My son is very, very attached to me. So attached that, I sometimes I want to restrain. He will just call me, Mommy, I have one gist to, that kind of, you see, where do I draw the line? Is it when he gets married or when he start working or?
Okay. It's not a problem. It's fantastic that you can have, this people don't have this kind of, that means, there's some understanding. But you see, when he gets to the choice of his wife, you can advise. When he marries, let him rise and fall. Let him make his own mistakes. When he calls and say, Mommy, what do you think? You say you have a headache. Written formula. I can't think right now. Let him make up and you need to start talking to him about it. I'm sure that he's fond of you, he's close to you, but he also has a brain to think. So when it's about his marriage, when he gets married, the only time you can now show up is if there is abuse or emotional abuse, or he's going through that, you now have to step in. But you have to be quiet most of the time and be pals. Protect his wife. Protect his wife. Except you see that the wife is wrong for him. Protect the wife.
Wow, that's excellent. I love that. Good morning. My name is Prosper Osas. I'm so much interested in the topic of this morning because I have seen a situation whereby mother moved to the house of her daughter's husband's house, and she has been living there for about 8 years now with no shame. She even brings her younger son and her first daughter child. She was 13 when she came, and now she's 21 years. The most funny part is that she don't want to see her husband family at all. This is my uncle I'm talking about. Okay.
Well, it happens. It happens, and
Okay.
May you not be tempted beyond your capacity. There are some men and that is why it is very, very important that fathers raise their sons. I have this thing, that is why I am angry when you deny a son access to the father, except the father is an unreasonable. There are so many abusers. Then, but you have to raise your child and instruct him to be a man. To be a man. He cannot die alone. If anything is wrong with him, nobody from his family is what they tell you that you hear. He died of malaria. That's what, because nobody can access him.
Good morning, Barrister Lumide. Please, how do I get services to get a divorce? Married since 2014, 4 years after there were issues. I came back home, I discovered she had packed everything in the house and run away. Till days we're not together and no words from her family. I just want a separation. Stanley from Lagos.
But you have been separated already for 4 years. You said 4 years ago. You see, to get a divorce, you first of all get a lawyer. You must be separated for at least 2 years. Not living apart, no sexual intercourse between both of you for 2 years. After the second year, you can file for divorce.
Okay.
Simple.
Rachel here is confused. She says that she's in a relationship of 7 years. It's been a long distance relationship. And I just found out he's cheating and lying to me, but he apologized. I visited him once in a while. He wants to marry me in their family house, and I'm scared because his family controls him. He listens to his family, and I'm 33 years. I feel like quitting, but I don't know where to start from. Please advise me. I'm confused.
You have already answered your own question now, and then you need me to answer the question that you have answered. First of all, a long distance relationship is absolutely zero. I don't support it. You just found out after 7 years that the long distance relationship, you just found that is the problem, because you cannot see. You don't know where he is. You don't know what if he's telling you, whether he's telling you the truth or not. Relationships that you see people every day, they have issues. Not to talk of the relationship that you don't see at all. I don't even. Then he wants to marry into a family house. Is it because you are 33 that you think we're talking about biological clock? Is that what you are thinking? Is that what you were thinking? That okay, because you are old now, anything goes. Let him just move out of the when you know that the family controls him, Madam.
Good morning to you. Yes, I have. I'm sorry. I wanted to wait till we finish. Yeah.
Good morning
to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please turn down the volume. Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Wally Falodi.
Good morning, sir.
I want to congratulate you on that award.
Thank you very much, sir.
It shall continue to do well with you.
Amen.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Happy day.
Yes, sir.
Same to you.
Wow.
Alrighty, good morning to you. What's your okay? We lost that one. Please do make it back. All right. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
You didn't answer my question. I said, how are you? You did not answer me. You didn't answer me. How are you? Oh, okay.
Hello,
yeah,
can
we
you
can
hear
hear
us?
you.
My senior brother, the wife always tell me, hey, look at you are there. Nobody can control my wife. So allow your sister, because I have to say. Before I get married, I told her, I'm married. I don't want to borrow. People start making them say, oh, your wife not the let us say, and thank God this is to me. And I asked my wife, she said, I won't respect. They themselves will respect her. So I don't want to get that up, but my senior brother come back that. If your wife had the baby, they want to they collected the baby from the wife. That's the time. Will you believe that? So I will not give you that. That's for you. You know, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
Thank
sir.
you so
Thank
much.
very
All right. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, welcome, Quinn. Woo! Hold on for a second. Hey, welcome. You can go ahead.
Good morning, barrister, not doctor. Olumide.
Good morning, Dr.
Yes, I just called you.
Yeah, about the issue of my mother-in-law. Well, I would say my own mother-in-law she's so perfect.
Yeah.
When she was alive, I never felt I have a mother-in-law. I felt I have a mom.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
That's a lady.
Oh.
Her name is Queen. Yeah.
Oh,
Queen.
your voice. I wasn't sure. I was looking at Feta to correct me because your voice is.
Yeah, her name is Queen.
You see, ma, you don't know what God has done for you, sir. No. I think you don't know when you say that your own mother-in-law was a mother. God has indeed blessed you, so I think Thanksgiving will be in order.
Yes, sir. You got it right. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling. I know that the topic is parental, interference, but is there any way that the wives come to play in any kind of, issue? Because sometimes, the mother-in-laws are just, they're angelic, but the women are the problem. The wives.
No, we are talking of mother-in-law. We are talking about the statistic. 30% of marital issues caused by mother-in-law.
Where I'm coming from is when the wife is the problem, at that point in time, like she's already the wife. If the woman interferes, is this still a problem?
The woman interferes, that's the mother-in-law comes in to protect. It will be basically the decision of the man.
Okay.
Basically, if he wants to stay, if he wants to go. There are times, the late Law, if you remember, that was stabbed by one Miss Oyedira in Ibadan. She stabbed him the first time. He was rushed to the hospital and they told him not to go back to the house. And they said, no, this was a mistake, that he's going back, that she didn't really, that was a mistake, that she was just swinging the knife. And he went back to the house. That same night, she now stabbed him properly. So that was stabbed him in the neck and he died. You see, when you can't stop someone that wants to return, no matter, he was stabbed and still he was saying he's going back. Do you understand?
Yes.
You cannot stop some people, no matter what you do. We've I've moved someone from Lagos to Abeokuta before, got in the house. By the time we came to check on her the second month, the man had moved in with her in the house we provided in Abeokuta. She had called him, he had moved there. When we opened the door, we saw the very man we were trying to rescue you from. So we were now paying the rent, for the immediate adjust. Before I opened my eyes, all of them, and the woman was like, you are not God, you can't help some people. You see, some people are destined, they are programmed for destruction. It's something I have come to accept, so I don't bother myself. Some people, you just talk to them.
The funny thing is, I know how to quiet you now. If I just say it's love, I know you know it's like again. He stood up from his chair. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you coming from? Good morning to you.
Good.
Hey, sorry, we lost you the last time. We lost the call. Oh, okay, that's perfect.
This is a very nice topic this morning. Why should a woman that has been there for me 2-6 times, from childhood to adulthood, suddenly become the problem in the eyes of my woman? She gave me the picture as my wife.
Okay, that's another angle.
Most issues involving mother-in-law can be settled when husband and wife, come together and say, this is what I want.
So what a coincidence. Now we're going to break and I'm just, perusing my phone, social media, and I just bumped into a video where a man is making a video of his wife and his mother, and they're packing out of the house. And he's like, okay, you are leaving my house. I didn't chase you out of the house. You're packing by yourself. You and your mother, you're taking my child away. Just know that. Let me just play the video though so you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, you can't interpret that because
he's saying that you and your mother came to pack your things. I think they had an argument the night before, and then first thing in the morning, your mother has come to pack your load and take my child. You know that you took my child alive. My child was alive and well when you took, You know, I don't imagine that. You have an argument the night before,
Yes.
the morning, the mother has come. They're packing their things and it was even very surprising when you were shouting,
Can you imagine?
can
That's
you
what we're talking
imagine?
about. But you know, in the comment section, someone actually said that, you know, for the mother to actually come and be packing the things of her child, maybe the man has messed up. He did something wrong.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. A man sent me.
Because it doesn't look like she was.
Let me tell you that. You need to investigate. The man was making a video, posting it online, saying they had an argument yesterday night.
Yes.
Within 24 hours, we woke up this morning. You've called your mother there. She's coming to pack. Is the mother coming there to ask what happened? Okay, what is the argument? No. Look at the mother packing. Look at the video. The mother is packing, taking the child.
Okay.
You don't do that now. You don't do that. You at least try to even. The lady doesn't look abused. It's not like she's been beaten. Whatever must be verbal. A man sent me a letter from the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. The wife just went there to report that he beat her. And if he just saw policemen and he slept in the police station for 2 nights. And he kept shouting that, you know, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch her. Several things happened. Under the influence of some people that think they can guide or teach you how to deal with a man, and that is the problem we are having. All kinds of interference. Today we are dealing with mother-in-law. So let me not digress.
All right. So this one says, "Good morning, Barrister on Oninu. Oninu is not here today. It's better. Okay. Anita from Lagos. Is it right for a man to leave his wife and his mother for years in her house and claim it is his house and claims it is his house?" And where he wants her to be, whereas it's outside the country?
You see, marriage is different things to different people. Some people, their tradition dictates the marriage. In real life, in law, that is what you call desertion. It could be abandonment. You cannot leave somebody while you're living your own life abroad. You think her life would be paused here in your own house. It's like you built a prison, a cage, and put somewhere. I don't know if the woman is sitting down there. It's her own problem.
Relationship 360. Good morning, Feta and Mr. Olumide. Sometimes it's a case of feelings of insecurity on the part of the wife, mainly because she had been fed up with stories of the wicked mother-in-law. But the wife today is a potential mother-in-law. Our women should learn emotional relationship. Lorisha has that to say. Do you have any reaction?
No.
Okay. This person, Deji from Agboro, says, Bryce Olumide, a mother father-in-law returns the child from holidays with tribal marks on their faces just to impose their beliefs, tribal interests to the couple, and sometime against the daughter-in-law. Kindly consider to extend this topic to next week, he says.
You take my son and you, of course, you are going to, that is like 30 different laws. How can you, with a razor blade, cut a child and say you are giving to without the permission of the parents? I actually seen that happen before when I was in
I've heard it, I've not seen it.
I actually saw the child. The tribal mark was from the forehead, as in down like that. Fine light boy, you know. I don't.
Good morning, Barrister. Is it okay for mother-in-law to be calling my wife every day since we married? Please note that sometimes I try to correct the messages that she sent. That's why I make a lot of mistakes, okay? Please try to type well so I can read these things very well.
Your mother-in-law.
Yeah. Is it okay for mother-in-law to be calling my wife every day since we got married? The problem is that we're not close before we got married, but after marriage, her mother can't sleep without calling her.
It's mother and child now. Let them talk. The only problem is if, you know, she's reporting or she's telling what is happening in the house and your wife is going on and on about. But you can't stop a mother from relating with the child. It's not easy to let a child go at times, you know. Maybe she hasn't gotten used. So that is not an issue.
Grace says, good morning. Please, can the barrister explain the woman being a socket? And can, yeah, she wants to have your number too.
I would give to her. Now, women are born prepared for marriage. When their children, they are bought Barbie dolls as what is symbolic gesture of raising a child. A child is given a child to take care of. They will bathe the child, brush the hair, all these Barbie dolls, and so children, women are already raised for marriage to become right from childhood. So they are. Why I put a socket is that they are not. They are ready to be plugged into their husbands already, but the man is the one that is bred as the keeper, the protector of his father's house. He is the heir apparent, you understand? So when you want to marry, you must leave the turf of your father's house and then move to start your own house. The woman is already prepared for, and that is why you must be with women that are ready to join you, not women that are. There are some women that are plugged to their own homes. Is what their father says. I know a marriage that lasted 4 months. The father-in-law was the one that came and said, "Our daughter is going to marry a banker," and that was it. He was looking at them back. He was looking at his wife, and the wife followed the father. 4 months of marriage. The father was just saying, "They are not doing it again. They will pay him back his bride price." And the daughter is going to marry a banker. And banker. That was it. So
I'm opening my mouth.
20. So the issue is that women are already raised and prepared for marriage. Yes, they are already raised. So they don't need to be told, they are already raised. It is a man that you need to tell that you are going to leave daddy and mommy and then go and start your own home. So you have to start training men to also be responsible.
Heavy on that one.
They have to be responsible. Going out, you know when to stay, you know when. So let me not take too much time.
I have a couple of things to say, but I don't want to. I'm not in the mood right now. Good morning, my Sabdumide. This is Oluwole. There's this lady I like so much in church, and I'm yet to approach her anyway. She happens to be very close to her mom, so close that they do wear the same attire to church. We chat, and she hasn't been using the "my mommy said" language with me. But the closeness with her mom is what I admire. But I'm concerned about it because I don't want interference when we marry. What do you think?
When you marry, you have not even started anything. You're talking about when you marry.
He has intentions to actually marry her.
No, you cannot marry someone that you have not even dated. You are going too far.
Okay.
So that kind of thing, when you already have marriage at the back of your mind, you even red flags would be like green flags to you. It would be like green light. I see wearing the same clothes with the mother. That will freak me out.
That will freak you out?
Yes, now.
Oh.
That's mother and daughter all the time. They're always there. But if I really feel I would like to get to know you better. What's it called? Can I have your number? And you approach the person now. It's only the worst that can happen is a no.
No, I feel like you should be tilting towards befriending the mother first.
Why you don't go to the parents are the last places you go to.
Oh really?
Yes, that
for somebody with this kind of unique case where she's very close to her mom.
I know you don't befriend the mother. No, you don't. Parents are the last place you go to. Or else they'll start counting it for you now. You say you brought Chima, you brought Chuku, you brought Emeka, you brought. How many men have you brought to this house? Because you have not dated them enough, you are bringing them to your father. They'll start counting for you.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hey,
welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
Now,
yes, sir.
For any mother-in-law, father-in-law to interfere or
interfere
in marriage, I think you have to deal with the individual. That is why marriage should not be for children. When I mean children, I don't mean children by age. Somebody can have age, but the person behaves like a child. They still find to the mother-in-law. Let me tell you, when I was getting married, I made up my mind because I know where I come from. It's the same place where you come from. And I know how strong interference is in our side. So because of that, I made up my mind from time that such thing will not come around me. So he has to
be with an understanding. That is just the
Anybody that they interfere in their marriage is because they lack understanding. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you. Well, yes, you say marriage is not for children, and being a child is not a matter of age, because the wisdom of Solomon has nothing to do with the age of Methuselah.
True.
So, wisdom is not by age, number one. Number two, it's not so much as understanding. If a man has a pattern of always tilting to the desires of his family,
Okay.
some people are not, there was somebody who studied medicine, and when he graduated, he went to give the father the certificate, and now he wants to do what he wants to do. Some people have been doing, it is dangerous marrying or being with people who have no opinion, or their opinions are variable except in accordance to their family house or their father or their mother. You need someone who has his own mind, who can decide. They can listen to suggestions, but the ultimate decision lies with them. So that's the bone of this.
All right, we'll take 2 more calls. We have to round up. Time is not on our side. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Cafe. On the Saturday Morning Cafe is Relationship 360 at 99.3 Nigeria Influencer Station. I'm Feta Olumide. He's our host, of course, a co-host. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Mary, welcome to the show. Where are you calling from? All right. If you could just speak up a little louder. All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
About the mother-in-law issue is what I face. Let's say I am not yet married, though, but I am a single mother. But it's because of this mother-in-law issue that we departed. As I was separated, me and the son. We were even planning for marriage, normal marriage. But before I noticed, coming back from work, they have sold all the property in the house and they have relocated with my child. So I asked this woman, even right from dating as a boyfriend, I asked this woman, what was the reason of you hating me as your in-law? She said, number one, I'm from Cross River State. And number two, I am not a Muslim. Number three, I don't want to turn to a Muslim, which even if they should marry me legally, she will not welcome me. I said, okay. So secondly, we have to relocate. When I noticed that I was pregnant, I left our house to avoid problems. I went to collect
You left our house. Were you living what? When you got pregnant?
We don't have time on the clock. You have to be fast, please.
You made a mistake. You made a mistake. First of all, religion is an issue. When you are going with a Muslim, you need to, that is the first red flag. A Muslim going with a Christian going with a Muslim. You have to know that they accept that in the family, and you will not be coerced into a religious conversion. And I think that should have, she already told you, so why did you continue? People are looking for people for Cross River because we hear that they are good lovers and the women know how to
cook.
Yes, they cook Calabar, Cross River. Well, it is well. Sorry about that. But please don't leave your life with the mistakes of the past. You can forge ahead. Well, we've come to probably the time I have to leave now. Thank you everyone for listening to me once again. You can contact me on 0909 3214 942. 0909 3214 942 for calls and WhatsApp. please stop. Don't send me forwarded messages, forwarded prayers, forwarded videos. This is a business line. If you have an issue or comment, please go ahead. But saying hi and waiting for me to say hi, at times I have over 4,000 messages. When you just say hi, I don't have time to chat. Just say everything and then I would respond to you. I started blocking numbers. Some people just can't help themselves sending me videos and all that. Tomorrow, Sunday, February the 19th, by God's grace, I will be at St. Gerald's Catholic Church at Sholuyi, Bagada, for a program by the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria, themed Love and Reality. The program starts by 4 p.m. You are all invited. It's at St. Gerald's Catholic Church, Sholuyi, Bagada. The RMDVA, that is the Relationship, Marriage, Domestic Violence and Abuse training, continues today by 12 noon. It started last week, and I'm happy at the diversity of people. We have Muslim, Christian, atheist, pastor, a healthy mix for different perspectives. So the training continues today. What else? Yes, you can join me every Thursday on Instagram Live at my Instagram page, Gnosis_help, GNOSIS_help. I'm always there every Thursday, 8:10 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. You need to be there to hear me uncensored. And all our programs are also stored on my Instagram page. You can to listen to the programs all over again at Gnosis_help, GNOSIS_help. You can find me there, my activities there, all programs there, and my discussions on various topics. Thank you once again.
Okay.
We still have time, Abby.
We still have like 4 minutes on the clock. I can take some messages, but I want to say thank you so much, Pastor Olumide, because it's not only the people that are calling that you touch, you also touch my life. You know that, right? Right from the moment I walk into the studio, I'm always having conversations, asking him questions, and he's always ready to answer me and give me, words of wisdom. So I'd like to say hashtag Pastor Olumide, saving marriages since 1900. And people that are never married, therefore. Okay, so this one says, good morning, Barrister. I want to remain anonymous. Okay, my wife's mother never asked of my welfare when she talks to her daughter, and she calls her at least 4 times a week that I know of. This is a mother-in-law that I normally call, but when I found she never calls me, even on special days. Even each time I call her, I need to reintroduce myself, so I stopped calling her. Meanwhile, my mother always calls my wife at any slightest opportunity, even before she calls me.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's the mother-in-law.
He said he has ignored her completely.
Yes.
Is he doing anything wrong?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
You don't go where you are tolerated or insignificant. You always go where you are celebrated. If they don't like you, don't even know your name, let them be. Please enjoy at least your wife is not like that. Enjoy your wife.
Abby, I just want to take this last one before I sign off from here. Good morning, Mr. Olumide. Please advise me. I asked a girl out. She has not accepted, but she do request for money from me. I don't understand.
So
but I love her and I wish I want to marry her. He said I wish to marry. I wish we could get married.
I'm going to arrange a seminar for you singles. I think I'm going to do it in March. For all, in fact, and you will pay to come.
Okay.
Because this thing that I think I need to really teach you. You know what? Let's look at March, April. Yes, I think I need to arrange that. How you are an ATM man. Which bank? Is it Zenith or GT Bank? A woman has not accepted from you, but she can accept your money. She has not accepted your proposal, and you are just in love. Just like that. You just throw the word. You are not, that is not serious. So you are not being wise at all. How many minutes do we have?
I think we're ready to go.
No.
Yes, we have ads coming up shortly. But you want to roll out your number just quickly again, so in case you didn't get it.
0909-3214-942. 0909-3214-942. Soon I would launch a book. Still working on it, but hopefully by March, April, there will be the launch. You need to go asking me a girl that has not accepted you is accepting your money. okay, even as a normal man without any, you know that is, it's not love now. You are just a means to an end. It is well.
Okay, this is where we are going to say a good morning